let's talk. What is it that you want? Well, yes, I am speaking very softly because I know you had a few last night. So, what do you want to talk to me about? No, please, go on, I'm listening. Well, I must admit I am impressed. Maybe you didn't have as much to drink last night as I thought you did. Oh, you don't like that? Well, guess what? I don't like pretending in front of our kids that you don't have a drinking problem. So you want me to start treating you better? Look, I'll be honest with you. If it wasn't for the fact that we have children, I probably would have left you years ago. Well, yeah, there's a box of tissues over there. Honestly, I think I've been very patient with you. I think probably most men would have left, considering your drinking problem. Look, it's very simple. You want me to start treating you better, then you need to show me you're worth it. Really, you're asking me how? Well, first of all, you need to enroll in a 12-step program, or a 32-step program, or whatever the hell Alcoholics Anonymous does now. That's right. Look, I don't care what your new psychiatrist has been telling you. Quite frankly, I didn't like your old one, but at least your old psychiatrist was professional. Your new one is like a bestie, basically telling you things you want to hear. And quite frankly, I'm about to do some research and file an official complaint with whatever mental health organization is in charge of the licenses for these psychiatrists, because I'm sick and tired of her antics as well. You know what? Let's start out slow. Just enroll in Alcoholics Anonymous. Complete the program, and I guarantee you I will start treating you better. Well, I hate lying to the kids, and if I don't have to lie to them about your drinking problem, then that'll make me happier, and I'll treat you better. Yes, it's that simple. All right. I'm glad we settled that. There is something else I want to talk to you about. Well, our youngest daughter has decided that the best university to attend is right here in state. And it's only about 40 miles away. Yes, that one. Well, I know they're weak on certain things. their sports program is garbage. And, well, even by university standards, they lean a little more to the left than most universities do, which in and of itself is not very comforting. Well, yes, I'm sorry, that was my stomach. What can I say? I've been busy with work and I didn't get a chance to eat yet. And I come home and I have to deal with you being upset that I don't treat you better, even though you don't do anything to make me treat you better. Yes, you've said you'll go into Alcoholics Anonymous. When you complete the program, that's when I'll treat you better, when I can stop lying to our kids. Anyway, she's decided to attend a in-state university, and you know, I hate that freaking automatic air freshener. I swear I'm about to rip that damn thing off the wall. Why did you insist on installing it? Okay, fine. Forget about the freaking air freshener. Anyway, our youngest is going to need a car. Well, I'm genuinely sorry about that. I'm sorry you had to scrimp and save when you were her age, because your parents refused to help you. When I was her age, my parents helped me. It wasn't anything special. Honestly, it was some crappy little hatchback with a massive amount of miles on it and a few dents. And you should have seen the scratches. Well, basically I paid for a really cheap respray job. And paid to have the dents taken out, so at least on the outside it didn't look like a piece of crap. But you know what? It got me from point A to point B, so I can't really complain. Now, here's what we're gonna do. When she's ready to move, we'll rent a van. We'll put all of the stuff that she'll need into it. Well, we'll rent a small van. It's not like she's moving into her own house. And she says she'll be back once every couple of weeks. That's good. That's good. I mean, you asked me an honest answer, so... Well, that's how freaking exhausted I am from work. I can barely think straight. You asked me an honest question, so I'm giving you an honest answer. If it wasn't for the fact that we have 2 daughters and a son, yes, I probably would have left you long ago. But again, you said you'd go into Alcoholics Anonymous, you complete the program, I'll treat you better. Heck, the more steps you complete, I'll start slowly treating you better. Well, what do you want me to say? If I had to pick, honestly, my my daughters would come first, followed by my son. Well, you know which one of our daughters is my favorite. And yes, every man wants a son. I guess it's not his fault that both of our daughters ended up with all of the intelligence, and he ended up being... Look, our son isn't an idiot, but he's not too bright either. Let's be honest about that fact, okay? But anyway, getting back to our youngest daughter, I found a compact sedan for her. Yes. Well, it's owned by Mr. Feldman. Well, technically he is one of our neighbors. He lives in the very last house in the neighborhood. Look, I don't care if you think he's creepy. He's a lonely, older man who never got married, never had kids. If you got to know him, you'd realize he's actually a nice guy. Okay, so he's a little bit creepy, and he lives in one of those tiny houses. Well, okay, yes, it's a shed conversion from Home Depot. Who cares? It's 2 stories. It's got all the space he needs. Anyway, well, maybe you should have made friends with him, like I did, because I found out that he's starting a new job, one that's going to require that he have a truck. So, since he's buying a truck for his new job, well, what do you want me to say? Some people can't afford to retire. Honestly, he'll probably be working until the day he drops dead. Have you seen how bad the economy is? Anyway, he started a new job. He needs a truck. He's gonna be getting himself a used one. And he doesn't need that small, basically subcompact sedan anymore. I think it would be perfect for our youngest daughter as a first vehicle. Well, no, it doesn't have that much mileage on it. You'd be surprised. Well, his old job wasn't too far away, but just far away enough that he needed a car. Public transportation. You have no clue how bad it is in our neighborhood, do you? A cab. You expect a man who's barely able to make ends meet to hop into a cab every single day to drive to and from work. Okay. Yes. I know. You told me about your upbringing. Let's just say a cab won't work anyway. I'm tired, I'm hungry. I'm gonna buy our youngest that old, very compact, possibly subcompact sedan. And that's gonna be her vehicle for college and for driving to and from back here. Well, yes, I do want her coming back here. I don't expect you to cook for me every single day, especially with you being at AA. Well, yes, our youngest daughter is a fantastic cook. After all, she learned it from